Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. And Spartan early morning recording for me. 6 in the morning and the party's still jumping. Well, at least I've had one cup of coffee so far this morning. Sipping on my second as we speak now. Or as I speak, yes, I should say. Yeah, we need clay. We need clay. Clay Thompson. Yeah, we need some clay. And let's take this out and stick, I guess we could stick it in this one. Getting a lot of messages. Oh, I have some exciting things to talk about today, too. Some things that I've done. But getting a lot of messages about, boy, we need some crucibles. Crucibles. About the build here. Now, understand, folks, that I am so far away from completing this walkway. I have so many little ideas and things I want to do. I had to get the foundation of it done first. I had to get the foundation of it because, oh, we're not going to have enough clay. We need to go get clay right now before we do anything else because I need more crucibles. That's number one priority. But take a look down here. And this is business glass. This is all going away just to ease your mind a little bit there. But taking a look at this, and I even got an email last night about this thing here, and that you didn't like it, and I understood that, but like I said, this is just a work in progress, and I can only do so much because I'm waiting on this bulletproof glass and paint and all of that. I am a little more, conscience is a little eased, or my mind's a little more at ease with the paint. It's not going to take as long to get enough together as I thought it was. See right over here. Oh, wait a minute. Good thing I said paint. Looked up in there. We were just burning frames for nothing. 25, 50 to go. We'll stick it in our building bin here. And that's looking good. This is looking good as well. Curve plates. Bulletproof curve plates. How many can we make? 53. Let's just go ahead and make those 53. Make sure I'm making the right one here before I go wandering off. Make sure I didn't just click on the business glass, even though I see bulletproof glass is what I clicked on. I thought that last time, and then you know what happened. So there'll be some brief intermissions today in this today's episode. Me flapping my jaws because I'm going to be sipping on my early morning coffee. Crafting, duct tape, broken glass. We also needed more exploding crossbow bolts, and I know, we have 233 there, but I want more. And I need nitrate. So let's go get some nitrate. We did the lead yesterday. Good on lead now. Finally. And we're okay on coal. It'd be cool if we could come across some coal, but if not, that's fine too. But let us go Trader Junk and get ourselves clay for sure. And maybe a little bit of nitrate to go along with it to wash it all down. Kind of noisy for 6 in the morning. Lead nitrate. Lead nitrate. And there's clay just on top of clay. There's clay right there. I'm going to mark that. We're going to go over there and scoop that up. Let's see if there's anything in here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I think once I get it built and I get it painted, especially, you all will appreciate what the old Grand Spartan has done with that walkway. I know. Right now it looks pretty awful, but I assure you, I'm still just testing. And I got this long email last night. And I appreciate the email, man. I really do appreciate the support. But it was emails saying, you know, some of us are concerned about the direction you're going with this thing. And just wanna point out a few ways you could do this. And you know, one of the ways I think is already a way that I've already done it, that I've changed it with the arch blocks. I certainly wasn't going to leave it that way. It was just a first impression, first attempt at what it could potentially be with the things that I had. And I think I just kind of slapped that together last minute too. I didn't put much thought into it. And someone told me, what was that? 330 was talking about. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you. This is the biggest news of the day, of the series, maybe. And if the game crashes, folks, I apologize. It loaded, and that's a good sign. What I have done, I took out the crawlers, right? Took out the crawlers. I replaced those crawlers thanks to Giant Hermit. That's big. And Old Crow Express. Giant Hermit was going to help me take them out, the crawlers. Well, Old Crow was like, well, heck, if you're going to take those out, why not replace them with something? So I did. And guess what I replaced every crawler in the game with? Feral Radiated Whites. Feral Radiated White. So every time a crawler were to spawn, we're going to get a Feral Radiated White instead. And you know how tough those suckers are to kill. So that should be exciting. And I also took the strippers out of the game. And I replaced those with cops. So every time you're going to see a stripper, you're going to see a cop instead. That should also be very exciting. Very exciting for me, at least. It's a very simple thing to do. All you had to do, well, I say very simple. As soon as one tries to spawn, it may crash the game. I don't know. But all I did was go into the entity file. No, what was it? Maybe I'll tell you on next episode. I'll have to look at it. The group entity group XML, and change those instead of zombie gem crawler, whatever it is. I just copied and pasted the Feral Radiated White or Radiated White Feral, however it is. I just copied it. I just copied and pasted. I didn't try to type it. I just copied and pasted. So, see how much clay we're up to. I have one full stack. Let's get one more stack, and then we'll shoot down here for a little bit of nitrate, just to get some nitrate to go along with our other stuff. You know, our coal. Couldn't think of the name of it. It's early to be thinking of names of stuff. Pretty excited about that change to see what happens. It's going to be tricky because, you know, those Feral Radiated Whites, instead of a crawler, they're going to be running, and they're going to be tanky. Should add a whole new challenge to it. Also, what's exciting about that is on Horde Day. On Horde Day, no more Crawlies. No more Mr. Crawly. They're just going to be Feral Radiated Whites coming in at me. And like I said, I hope I did that right. Hope I did it right and it doesn't crash the game when it tries to spawn in a crawler. Shouldn't. It shouldn't. Typically, if you goof up something in the game in the XML file, the game just will not load. It will not recognize it. It will crash and burn. And game loaded. It loaded up. I didn't play it yesterday. But I did load it up a couple times after I changed that, and then I went in and changed the strippers to cops. Now, don't be surprised. You're going to see multiple occurrences if you're editing with Notepad++ like I showed you in that how to edit your XML files video a while back. Maybe if I can remember, I'll post a link to that video in the description. But that was Alpha 15, but it's really not. Well, I say there's not much difference. There is some differences between the XMLs, but there are only 2 occurrences of the strippers in total. Well, we got a whole lot more than what I anticipated getting because I was running my mouth. But Oh, there's one right there. Well, he's not feral radiated, though. He's just a regular old white. Well, I mean, I might have to go take another look at that. At least it's still a vast improvement over a crawler. If that's indeed what that was. That may have just been a random spawn, though. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. We're going to throw out the fat and the hide. We're going to keep the meat. And let's put our lead and some clay up in here. So, oh, why did I bring all my frames? Oh, folks. Folks, you can't be letting me do that. You can't be letting me do that. I almost need to make a little chest here on the ground so I can get rid of it. Oh, there's a deer. Got it. A lot of bird nests out here, too. Probably need to take advantage of that. And go ahead and... Yeah, we'll do that some other time. We'll do that some other time. But I'm looking at all these boulders and I'm thinking... Let me just do a little boulder picking here. I know some of you are like, ah, the boulders. Grand Spartan can't help himself sometimes when it comes to boulders and deer, pig, squirrel. It's a good thing there are no squirrels in the game because Grand Spartan really would never get anything done. I would be chasing those little suckers around all day, every day. There are little clusters of boulders over here. And we're getting a little bit of everything that we need by getting these. And I have high quality tools now, so there's no loss of resources. We're capped on, pretty sure we're capped on mining. We're capped on miner 69er, definitely. And we have a 600 quality blade. I know my mine was right back there. We may run down in there real fast and just see if there's some nitrate I can nip at. Just nip it. Nip it. But this might be enough nitrate to kind of get me by for now, because we need to replace what gunpowder I am about to use to make more exploding crossbow bolts. And like I said, I think we're good for shotgun shells currently. Is there another... There's another white. Okay, so it looks like the feral rate. Oh, no, it's just there's a deer down there. It looks like they didn't change the feral radiated white didn't get added. Just a white, which is a vast improvement over the crawler. Oh boy. We're about to find out what kind of vast improvement it is right now, firsthand. Might have to start loading the exploding crossbow bolts back up every day, all day. He has some stuff on him, but yeah, so, wow, all right. I'll have to look back at that, because I was kind of hoping it'd be the radiated. They're really hard to kill. You've seen me fight them before, and it takes forever to kill those things. But might have to take a look back at it once again and see what I can do to change that. I was so nervous that I was going to mess something up. You know, I'll edit a little thing like a stack size or something like that, but when you get in there and start digging around those XMLs, if you miss a space or a decimal, anything, if you mess anything in there, you're going to crash your game. Now, it's simple. You just have a backup, and you just load that backup back into its place, and boom, you're done. There's deer. You know, I was having to change so many occurrences with the crawlers in there that I thought, man, if I mess this up, I'm going to be disappointed. Disappointed in myself. Stick that lead in there. I don't know why. Well, this may save us having to go underground and mine again. I know it's not the most pleasurable thing to watch me do. Oh my... What are you doing, zombie? You stop it. You stop it. I'm trying to get resources for my base to kill your cousins. Alright, well maybe I should top off now. Just in case some of those whites come at me. Alright. I thought one cool thing was, and like I said, originally I was going to take those things out. I was going to just take them out. And Old Crows, you know, suggested that I replace them. And don't take them out, just replace them with something. But we're replacing going from a crawler to a runner. All-time runner. They run day and night. Beautiful. And the strippers, they were replaced with just standard cops. Just standard cops. I did not do the radiated on those. I just did standard cops. Because I thought, well, that's a vast improvement, too, going from a stripper. So we don't have any, you know, women parts up on the screen at any time. I should have taken those out a long time ago with YouTube, as crazy as they're getting these days with, you know, wanting to shut your channel down. I figured that would eliminate that completely. And there'd be no need for them to complain. Deer? And deer have no hit points at all. You need to shoot those things and done. Well, oh, there's a cop right there. See? I think that was going to be Stripper Jane or whatever. Cop. Nice. Now, something like this change that I made. There's another cop. Something like this change that I made is not going to be a super difficult change for me at this point in the game. What would make it difficult is if you were to do this early game, you know, the first day of the game. Instead of a crawler, white. Instead of a stripper, cop. Now, that would make it difficult. But, yeah. It would only be difficult for a week or two, right? And then back to just the same old thing. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool change. Excited to have that done. Talked about it for a while now. And the deciding factor was this most recent horde. Had so many crawlers taking up my max alive. They take 5 minutes to make it to your base just to get there to kill them off. You know, they're taken away from zombies that could be running at your base. And I just felt there's no need for it in game. Now, I didn't take the possibility for a zombie to break my leg out of the game, as you know, some of you might say, because any zombie can do that now. Any well, spiders can do it naturally, but any zombie that loses a leg, which you see all the time on my series here, could break your leg. So, you know, I felt like the challenge with the whites versus the crawlers was enough of an increase that no one would complain that I took those things out of the game. It's just kind of silly. It's just kind of silly. Maybe one here or there is fine, but you know, when you're talking about 8 or 10 of them coming at me in one horde, I mean, that was too much. That was too much. It was time to do something about them. And we did. What are we up to for resources? 2354. See, the good thing is, though, I know I'm not just blasting through a whole ton of resources, but the big point here is I'm getting a little bit of everything. And I'm still getting some lead. And might as well get these boulders while we can get these boulders. It would be nice to find a better location, though. I came over here. Well, this is a giant area. We could follow this coastline all the way on down. There's an airdrop on top of a building. We could follow this coastline all the way around. Go to this area here. We've not even been here before. So who knows what's up in there. Little man in the game is getting cold. Do I even have a jacket? I don't know. Zombie. More boulders. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Farmer Fred. Don't you do it, Farmer Fred. He had a purple hoe on him. Do you see that? Well, at least the loot is starting to look up now. It's looking a little better than it did before. Let's see here. I don't want to do that. Surely there are more clusters than just a little tiny cluster here and there. Something like this. You can just destroy them so fast. But we're getting levels out of doing it. Oh, we're getting hypothermia. That's what we're getting. I thought that was going to tell me I gained a level. Until I looked down and read what it actually said. Let's put this on. Let's wear that dust. We have on a poncho, so that's reducing temperature anyway. So, zombie! Oh, biker zombie! Biker zombie. Oh, he's down. Nice. Now I always have to wonder when I see something running at me, is that a white? Was that supposed to be a crawler and it's a white now? What do I have to worry about? Because those things hit you. There's a good chance they stun you, infect you, make you bleed, and they do a lot more damage than your average zombie too. So I always have to keep my head on a swivel when I'm out here. Especially at nighttime, only because you know they run during the day, but because it's hard to see what it is that's coming at you. You can't get a Nurse Nancy or a zombie like this. You know, not a big deal. A white, yeah, big deal. Uh-oh. Boy, I missed them and they're still coming at me. See that? Spotted me. Must have been the bright light off the mini bike. Let's repair. One thing I haven't done yet was add the can recipe. Giant Hermit sent me that can recipe. I have not plugged that in yet. There's not been a need for it. I'm sure if I were hurting desperate for cans, maybe I would have already. It's not been a great need for it quite yet, so I've not introduced that. I most likely will. I don't know. Oh, this city. Skipping and a hopping and a jumping and a popping. What's up with that? Look at that. Make my way on across here. And then we're going to be done. So we should not have to gather any... Ooh, look at all the clusters of boulders. We should not have to gather any resources for at least a few episodes. At least a few. Once I get done doing this. This is why I decided to do boulders too, instead of just the nitrate. Because all I'm going to get there is just nitrate. You know how I get. I'll just be picking at the nitrate. I get a tiny little bit of sand and stone from the gravel. But mostly just nitrate. And then we're going to be right back out looking for lead and everything. This way, at least, we're getting a little bit of everything. We're getting some lead. We're getting some iron. Replenish what we just got through putting in the forges. But I needed that clay so we can make the crucibles. And put some more in the forges. If I can just get a stack of nitrate, which we're pretty close. I might not get a full stack. I might have to stop by that mine anyway, just for a minute, just to top this off, because it's not coming in as quickly as I had hoped or imagined. Well, there's a little sparse. I mean, we're getting into a nice place now where I've not been yet, so a few more over here. There's that level I thought I was going to get. Like sometimes when you're mining, you sort of expect to get those levels at a certain period of time after you've been doing it. You kind of feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. All right, let's see. Where do we want to go? I want to go to the zombie. Tree stump. There's treasure. I guess we'll just head back this way. I'm gonna give up on this for now. We've been doing it for long enough. Stop this one more time. Just one more time, folks. One more time. Oh! Get down, son. What did Draco say? That sounded like I was from someplace when I said that the other day. I don't even catch myself saying that sometimes. When I just say it. It's just funny to say. Funny for me. Get down, boy. Get down, son. I think he said I was, I don't know. There's a little bit more lead. I see 3 pockets of lead. Well, I noticed I can take a little bit more of a beating now that I picked up that armor. Didn't I pick up some armor? Or I'm thinking the stream series. Well, I have decent armor. I have decent armor head to toe now. Might even stream sometime in the morning. You know, fire that sucker up about 6:30 in the morning, something like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm crazy like that. I don't care. Anyone wants to come hang out with me while I play, I can get some extra work done on the base, on the stream series. Be happy to have you stop by, say hello. My little friend. No, say stop by, say hi. Go do what you gotta do while you're having your morning coffee. I don't know, heck, that time period would probably be, what, about noon or something over most close places to us in Europe. And yeah, it'd be about 3 in the morning for those of you on the West Coast. Of course, I don't know if I have many West Coast subscribers. I'm sure there's some. I know Ghost. Look at all the boulders right there. There's just one big giant happy circle of boulders. Boulder hinge. We might make this an extended episode today. What we might do. I don't know. I'm feeling it, folks. I'm feeling it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Here's some boulder picking fools. Make my way on around the edge here. And I'm going to take a sip of my tasty beverage here in just a moment once we get to where we're going. You have to go through what you've been through to get to where you're going. So we're gonna hop off here at this mine. And I guess just run down real fast and see if I left myself in a place where I could just walk in and pick directly at nitrate. I don't remember. I think we had a couple exits and entrances and whatever you want to call it to this mine. I remember it looked like one right there, but that may have just been where I picked at a boulder. That's our clay that we just picked at. Let's see the frames over here. Was there not another place somewhere? So we have that one. That's easy to find. While I sip on my coffee, let's see if we... Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right. We could get rid of that. And I almost could throw those bones out of there. Well, let's run on down in here and see what we can find. This was definitely a place that I just ran out of as quickly as possible. What are we finding here? Oh, there's just lead here. Well, we need it, but it's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. Might have to make myself a little breadcrumb trail or something to get back. Might not even get back with that. We went all over this place, didn't we? Okay, I think the other entrance may have been the nitrate. I don't even know if I can get back out of here now that I've come up in here the way I did. Son of a gun, Spartan. Are we gonna have to make another new exit? We might have to. Oh, we came in. I remember seeing that. There it is. There she is. Well, that's definitely lead right here. We can come back here for more lead. Don't need it now, but in the future, trying to make a little bit more bulletproof glass. That's lead. So the other exit entrance thingy over here must have led us to the nitrate. I thought I left myself in a place where I could just go down, scoop up some nitrate, and in and out, like car wash. If you have one of those, might not know what I'm talking about. In and out car wash? What? Run down the corridor. Ooh, little man in the game's hungry. Might have to crack into that emergency tuna. That's why we have it, right? Okay, so here's one place. Let's just hop up here real quick and run around. See what we see or don't see. Make sure this is not the place for nitrate. It's so quiet in here. Well, we might have to find a new place to get nitrate, folks. Because I don't see it. we may have scooped up all that was good out of here, and it all looks so similar to me that once again I have lost my way. That's the disadvantage. That's the disadvantage of doing it the way the Grand Spartan does it. I get all willy-nilly with my auger and just don't follow me. I don't know where I've been. Oh! Don't you break your leg. Well, we might have to settle. We might have to settle with the nitrate that we got. Oh, there's nitrate, right? You know what that is? Yeah. A little bit of nitrate there. I could have just gotten a stack. I'd have been happy. Because I'm happy. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. Where we just came in at. Let's run down here real fast and see what we found down here. I think this leads over to the lead, is where this leads. You know? I think that's what this, yeah, that's it. That's just lead. This leads over to the area that we came in, that second entrance. I don't want to go there. I am curious though, what level are we on now? We are at elevation minus 48. So we're almost to bedrock. Get a reload here. Dig down up under this area. We're gonna end up collapsing this forest. This forest is just gonna fall in one day. Nope, nope, had enough. Coming down. Oh, there's nitrate. Well, that's what I was hoping. If we found nitrate over here, then we didn't go down any further than what you saw up there. Maybe we find some nitrate. Just enough to top my stack off here. Get one stack. I was honestly hoping we'd come back with 2 or 3 stacks of nitrate and wouldn't have to do it for a while. But we might have to go to the burnt biome at some point. We might go to the burnt biome and try to get some from over there along with coal. But I told you, you know, we would have to do this. We would certainly have to do this. If I'm going to be building these big, magnificent bases, I'm going to need a lot of resources. And when I'm playing by myself, this is what I do. This is what the Grand Spartan does. I just mine and mine and mine. Of course, a lot of the bases that I built before were bedrock bases. And so I get a ton of resources just from building the base itself. And we've not really done that so far on at least this portion of Alpha 16. Most of our bases have been above ground, so it's forced me to go out and do this. But well, if you recall back on Alpha 15, though, I did a ton of mining. I remember doing a ton of mining on there. And sometimes I would speed it up and add a little music to it. But I did a lot of mining. Well, we're certainly getting a lot of stone to replace what we'd used. And here's a place we came in at. Let me check my map and see where I'm at. Yeah, we're still in the... I could even go... down like this. The bedrock, you know? We haven't been to bedrock. I don't recall going to bedrock even one time. Have we even been to bedrock yet? On anything that we've done? Maybe we have a time or two, but not much. Tell you what, let me replace this so we can just chew through it like butter. Chew through this stuff like butter and get on through. I should just dig out like a 50 by 50 area down here and let it all fall in. That's what I should do. That's what I might do one day. Someday. When you all are bored. I wonder if we could make it collapse if I took like a 50 by 50 area out. Where's my mini bike? It's over there, right? Didn't I put my mini bike over there? I think I did. I don't think I'm going to have enough inventory space to do what I proposed to do. Maybe we get started on it. We collapse, and then we'll see where all the resources are at, right? Can't miss them then. They will be exposed if this whole thing falls in. Now, if it falls in right now, I'll be in a fix. I will be in a fix because I will lose everything in my inventory. I don't want to do that. Let's go this way right here at the base of this thing. Now, it may hold up. It may hold up even if I were to do this because if I take everything out at bedrock, you know, the ground surrounding it may take it out. I don't rightly know. Right now, I'm just trying to get... Oh, look at that. We met the area that we're trying to meet. We'll get some extra stone because we need to go back and make some more cement. Might as well be over here and fill in our inventory. But there's hardly a better way of finding resources than doing about a 50 by 50 hole in the ground to bedrock from the surface. You're like, oh, look, there's nitrate right there. There's lead over there. Let's do it. Let's get it. And now I'm overheating. I am overheating. Yeah, other good news happening in World of Grand Spartan. I did finally get my hands on an 8700K. Man, saved up my pennies. And I've been waiting on one of those things since the release. Had not been fortunate enough to get my hands on one. Finally did. Finally did. It'll be a while before I get to actually use the thing. But because I still have to buy the RAM and the motherboard. And, but I was excited to get my hands on one of those things. What had happened was I'm using this an i5 for the streaming PC. And it's not quite hefty enough to do what I needed to do. I am almost peaking out. We'll call it right there. I'm almost peaking out on my CPU usage when I'm recording these episodes. Or, well, streaming I don't think is quite weighs as heavy on it as the recording. Which way do I go? I guess I go this way. There's only one way to go. So I'm going to put the 6850K in the streaming PC and the 8700K and the gaming PC, but it's going to take me a while. It took me so long to get things set up the way they are now. Once I started really thinking about that, I was like, you know, I don't feel like going through setting all that up again anytime. So it's going to take me an entire weekend to do it because I have to take the motherboard out of the streaming PC, building the mini Spartan, a new PC out of the streaming PC motherboard, and then our base. We can stop by Trader Joel real fast. For Christmas. I think I said that. And then, you know, I have to take the gaming motherboard, put it into streaming. Streaming, take it out, put it in another PC. Then, where is that airdrop? Oh, it was along the way. Oh, it's over here. And then put the 8700K in the gaming PC. That's just so many things, so much software that I have to change up. That yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that. Something I'll eventually do. Oh, there's a white. I heard it. %9 and 107 degrees. Let's take off that duster. Trade it out here. Wow, that was a nice little resource grab. How much time do we spend doing that? Well, we're at 45 minutes in the episode.
Hey,
all right, let's see what he has. An auger blade, but we don't need it because we're already at 600. What? Yeah, I could start buying up all the mechanical parts. You know, there's 49 of those right there. Things like that. All right, he has nothing, and we need to get back home and get something done over there today. I know you're hungry, little man. I'm sorry. Grand Spartan has not done a good job today of taking care of your needs. On the way home now. That was hard work. Look at that tree farm. All right, well, we're good on stone. Pretty good on... We need to come back out here and grab this stuff. Don't only forget to grab that stuff. I will forget to grab that stuff. We're pretty good on iron. I mean, with the stack size increased. Oh yeah, no, this is looking right and feeling good. Nice. I like that. I like the look of that. Starting to fill up a little bit. Starting to get some excess. Still a bit short on sand. We can go do a desert run at some point for that. Let's see what we have here. Let's get that capped off. Let's do some gunpowder here. All of these frames, no shortage on that. Gunpowder, 52:03, 78 minutes. Let's do it. Lead. Let me eat. Let me eat so he doesn't get angry, because my little man's getting angry. Oh, look at that. We can eat twice. Boost that wellness, folks. Boost it. You're going to probably need it. All that meat I was getting out there, and we have all this meat in here. I have a huge collection. I forget about that. I see, there again, I get confused with the stream series and the... Let me turn that off. And the Let's Play series, because on the stream series, I have no meat. I'm short. Well, I have a little bit now. I've collected some now, but... Let's stick this 2800 in there. And bulletproof glass curved plate, we can make another 70. Look at that. Let's do the plates, though. Where are the plates? Glass plate. Let's do 70 of those. All right. Now click on the right thing. We'll have to come back and see in just a moment. And that one's out. Lead 3600. Let's just stick that whole stack in there. Clay. Oh, that's a wandering horde. I believe that it is. Let's change over to the exploding crossbow bolts. Oh yeah, wandering horde. You would think they would be attracted to that explosion. Oh, I didn't get one? Not even one stinking zombie? Big Mama. Oh, I miss Big Mama. Dead. We use Big Mama as a target to kill the others. Nice. Looks like when you don't hit a zombie and it just hits the ground, it's always going to be a dud. That's what I've kind of learned here recently. You got to get that shot. You got to get that shot to kill him. That's some extra bones, maybe a tiny bit of loot or something. What do we have in our inventory here? Anything worth talking about? Exploding crossbow bolts. That is going to be what we're going to do right now real quick. We had some water. Yes, we did. Turn that off. Where are the screamers? Where are those screamers? I don't hear any. I don't see any. I don't know where they're at. Feathers. Arrowheads. No, we want more duct tape than that. And wood. Exploding crossbow bolts by 156 only because we are out of gunpowder. Out of gunpowder. Oh, there's that screamer I was talking about. I hear you, gal. Well, the old Grand Spartan might have outdone himself on the paint. It looks like we're going to have paint for days. Oh, the fertilizer's done there. It's done in here. It is. The concrete mix. We are up to 67 more fertilizers. So when we go back over to our tree farm garden to replant, well, there it is. And we'll replant. We need more goldenrod. Certainly need that. Go ahead and plant some potatoes. Don't necessarily need the corn. I guess we could make some corn for grain alcohol for first aid kits. We can start making some more of those if we really need them. I don't know that we need them. Well, let's grab some building supplies here. We're going to grab those. Some of these, some of those, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. And bulletproof glass plate, curved. Yeah, so we're starting to get a decent amount of the bulletproof glass. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Seems a tad loud. Take these out. So, the square block right there. Now we could do something like... Let's make a ramp real fast and take a look at this. Let's do an advanced placement. Now, does that cover up? We'll try a couple different. Oh shoot! I missed the click. I have to click about 40 dozen times again. There we go. Now, does that cover up? What does it look like from the outside? That's the question. I wonder which one looks best. You know, you either have that little bit of a piece that's stuck out right there. I don't like that very much. Once we paint it, it won't look so bad. Or you have that. I almost like that better than I like that. You know? Almost do. I could probably take these out. I know I had them there because of the gap. Remember the gap in the glass? Something else we could do instead of having glass in the corner, put in a solid block in the corner. You know what I mean? Like, what would this look like in the corner? Would it even be possible to do it how I'm thinking about doing it? I don't think it would be. There's a screamer right by my door. Oh, dud. No dud. Yeah, I think it's going to require the other corner top. You know what I mean? Or did we try that? We may have tried that already. Let's see. Corner, wet corner top. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there it is. There it is. Try to get this thing looking as nice as we can possibly get it looking. And I'm thinking now maybe I shouldn't have gone with the round on the outside, but I think it'll be okay with a square block there. Yeah, I see you can just do it one way or the other. One way or the other. What I was thinking was something like that, you know? What does that look like? And then take this out. Let me repair this thing so I get maximum augerage. And then, all right, so you're gonna have to give me some feedback what you think. How about a corner, ramp corner to fill in that angle? I don't like that angle sticking there like that. Oh, we can't do that because of the glass. Because of the glass, we couldn't put a corner in there. See what I'm saying? That wouldn't work. So we're either gonna be left with that or left with that. That looks a little smoother. As far as that corner goes, I like that. I don't know why I'm being so picky with it, but I guess I do like the arch better than I like the... Yeah, I guess that does look better. Let's take this out before it dries. And let's just put these in. Let's put these in. Copy rotation. You know what I mean, folks? I don't want to get all click crazy because, you know, I'll miss it. And then the next thing would be, did it look better with the glass in the corner? Like that? Or does it look better just having a solid piece? I mean, once we paint it, it might not be so bad. Might not be so bad. You all still don't know my idea for lighting for this thing. It's gonna take a ton, it's gonna take a generator just to light this sucker. That's what it's gonna take. But that's almost a smoother transition than having it look like that. Oh, wait a minute, I missed one of those. You know what I'm saying? That's almost a smoother transition than having the poles to hide the little gap in the glass right there. Just having a nice smooth transition in the center and the glass leading up to it. Let's do it that way. Let's do it that way. And if you all oppose of that, let me know. That there and put you here. Let's do the same thing all the way around. We could even do something like this. You know what I mean? We can do something like that. That might actually look a little smoother yet. The curves. Because it's going to be flat on the outside anyway. It's going to be flat on the outside anyway. Or, nah, it wouldn't look right if I did it that way. I was going to say we could flip it around to look like to match that one. But then you'll have the bottom piece. So what happens if we turn the piece around? Right here, copy rotation, and we put it there, and then just have the bottom piece as a have the bottom piece as the square, because it wouldn't look right if we put this down in there and you had that little silly gap up in there, you know. I don't know. It didn't look right with the big square halfway up. Looks okay within a corner, just not halfway up. I know I'm going to all kinds of great extents to get this thing looking right. It's silly, but we have plenty of time, and I didn't have the resources. Oh, why did I take that one out? I didn't have the resources to make it look right initially, so now I do. I have most of the resources I need, at least. We can start getting more serious about how it actually looks. We'd have to take the corner block out, this block right here. Put it on a solid like that. Match it up. All the other sides. Let's do the same thing here. That there, and copy rotation right there. Yeah, it looks okay. That looks okay. That's acceptable. Acceptable. I thought about, it's a shame you can't attach a light to this. You know what I'm saying? Like if I try to put a block on that, it's going to be a block below that. See how you can't attach that because it's considered a full block? Oh, I wish they had the building system of Avorian and 7 Days to Die. But, you know, it could be something like that. Or we could even extend these plates out to connect to there all the way across. And just have a glass block there, and there, a little sunroof. We could do something like that. Let's see what it looks like from above. Not that we're ever. Well, yeah, we will see it from above. We will see it from above. See, I kind of like that with the center block. I know some of you didn't like that. Someone said, oh, it looks like the block is floating. Well, it's not. You know, it's nice and smooth. See how there's a smooth transition there? If we put the frame on it, it's all flush with the other. But what I was proposing to do is extend those plates on down like that all four directions, which doesn't necessarily matter. But the biggest thing is that when we paint it, that's why I made all that paint. It'll all come together there and be beautiful. Well, let's take our glass, now that we have that ready to go. And let's do a copy rotation. Hopefully I'm not getting ahead of myself here. That's another thing I have to be careful of, is that I'm not getting ahead of myself where I need to paint it. And now we have paint, we could actually paint. And we could do this thing. We could do this thing, y'all. Get excited all early up in the mornings. Not even Well, I guess it's 7 o'clock now. Oh, let's see. Mm-hmm. And plates. Do we bring our plates with us? Bring our plates to the table. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are you doing, Spartan? Stop it. Stop it. Copy that rotation, sir. Copy. Oh! Well, man, the game's hot with a poncho on. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that, folks. Looking like a bona fide, genuine spaceship. That's what it looks like. All right, let's get some lights down. I'll tell you what, let's try to paint it a little bit. Let's just see what. Let me sort. Let me see what it would look like if we were to paint this thing. Let's get a couple brushes so we have a couple different textures going. Make sure I didn't leave anything going that didn't need to be going. This all might come out. This all might come out over here. I don't know. We're going to change up this forge room, though. I know that. That's not going to look the same. Paint. 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 Well, I've covered the scrap iron before. Painted frame trim. What is that? Well, there's almost no texture to that at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's just blah. We want something with a little bit of texture, don't we? I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be, but tile floor brown, asphalt. Oh, I don't have that yet. I don't have that book. That's not really... Well, the concrete blocks I could use. I might have to run over to the bookstore and grab that stuff up just so I have those. Of course, I don't really see anything in here I would care to ever use, but I can't believe I don't have that book yet. Well, we could do the tread plate for here. I like the tread plate a lot. I don't know if it's going to look appropriate here or not, but let's just get up to the intersection here. Something like that. And let's take a look at another color for beer cooler side. It just looks like black. Just blah. Purple, pink. There you go, Crow. Could do that for you. Concrete gray, drop ceiling 2. I know that says carpet, but it doesn't really look like carpet. Kind of look. I'm looking for some like type of contrast here. We might go ahead and change this up eventually. After I look at it, after I get the lighting installed, we might change it again. Because I can paint around the lighting. I can paint around that. Some things you can't paint around, like a workbench or something. I got a workbench, but I can paint. Take that plate, get my nail gun back on my belt so I can do that right there. All right, something a little bit like that. And this is just probably most likely temporary. I don't know. I don't know how I'll change it up. Metal duct soft. What does that look like? Ooh, that's like some that is like some spaceship stuff right there. You know what I mean? That might be too much. It'd be nice and glowy once we get lighting installed. But let's not do that. Let's do... I don't think that's going to look right. I kind of like that. You know? Kind of like that. It looks like a refrigerator up there. It doesn't look like a refrigerator on there. Looks like looks like a refrigerator on the flat block, but not on the curved block. Not on the curved block. That's why I goofed around with all different kinds of things on Alpha 16 for spikes. And I think I found that I like the stove the best, as weird as that sounds. The stove seemed to look the best for spikes, or maybe it was something like that. It was something like the stove where you would not think that that would be the appropriate color for something like that, but it turned out to be. Might not be a good color. All right, so we got that. Just testing here the cabinet counter range. That's what I was looking at. We don't need that on our wall. We could have a bunch of beer coolers going down the wall. Gray marble. Let's see what that looks like. Going down. So what does that look like right there so far, folks? What does that look like? Maybe those are too light. Those are too bright. Let's get our lighting out. Let's get our lighting out. There's 61 of those. We need more of these. We're gonna need a lot more of those. And building tools, generator bank. Nah, got some gas in my inventory. Now, folks, this is not where it's gonna go. This is not where it's gonna go. Don't freak out. Don't freak out on me. We're gonna pick this back up with a land claim block. Is what we're gonna do. What is she down there beating on? You stop it, woman. Stop it. Let's get my wire tool. Put it on my belt. And what we'll probably do is we'll have two separate generators. We'll make ourselves another room because we're not going to need this garden up here. She needs to stop that. That's getting a bit annoying. But we'll have two separate generators, one on each side up top, coming down the wall. There you go. She lost her leg. So we don't have, like I said, that generator's not going to be there. It's not going to be right there. I just want to light it up and see what it looks like. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Something like that. So you're not even going to really see the colors on the wall anyway. While it's illuminated, let's color it a darker color. Now that has some texture to it, Probably won't look right without the lighting on, but with the lighting on, looks pretty nice. What do you think? And then, I hope I didn't goof this up because we're going to go ahead and put these down. I think I can pick all of these up with a land claim block if I don't like it. But with all of the comments and everything you all have posted lately, I said, we're going to do an extended episode. And we're gonna get some more things done with this base so you all have a better idea or understanding as to what the old Grand Spartan had in mind for this base. And we're gonna end it here pretty soon because we're already over an hour and 15 minutes. But we have access to a lot of engines. All we need to do is take our purple wrench out there, go scoop up a bunch of cars, which we've not done a lot of. Most of my engines have probably come from the trader, honestly, but was that not enough power to power? No, must not be. Now we were talking about engines, and there it is. Let's stick another blue engine up in here. Well, we'll split the load now. Remember, we'll have a separate... We'll have a separate engine for the lighting on this side, and see that this one will carry over to, most likely I'll put one right there. I don't know what we'll put right there if we put anything, but might even have to do some lighting or some wiring coming from the opposite end as well. You know what I mean? I might do something like that. But that's, you know, getting to where it's going to look like it's going to look. Now, let's see. What can I change? Because I don't know if I like. It's so bright with all the lighting. Here, let's turn my mining helmet. Oh, yeah, with mining helmet off. Now you see the textures. Now you see the textures. The mining light was just too much. But you can see a little bit more now. I don't know if I like that wall color. What in the world? You have a wandering horde? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah, if you don't hit the zombie, good chance it's not going to explode. I need to double up on the size of the wandering hordes again. You know, we've done it once. I need to do it again. It's like the collision with dirt blocks does not work. Exploding crossbow bolts, but with cement it does. Cement it does. Oh, look at those flying corpses. Coming down here. Look at that. Look at that tunnel. Boop, 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 boop. Lights all coming on. All right, so we were right here before we were interrupted. Drop ceiling 2. What does the drop ceiling 2 look like on the wall? Yeah, that's kind of yucky. It looks like it's water stained and all. Oh, how about this? I've used this before. You almost have to do multiples of it. Well, that doesn't look bad, I guess. The almost looks like a vent or something. Now you all can give me some feedback as to what you think about what I've done here today. What you think, but this episode's a long time coming. I apologize that it's so long. I had to get some resource farming done initially. And that tied me up a little longer than I would have wanted it to. So now it looks like that on that side. Is that good? Let's do this other side now. Also, I could do this. You know what I mean? And what is the other side? What could we do on that other side? Well, that's pretty smooth, space age looking stuff. You know what I mean? That's kind of a cool. I don't like it normally. I don't go for this color. What would it look like on the floor? It's like some type of a spaceship or something. It doesn't have any texture to it, but it looks all right. I usually stay away from the solid colors just because, yeah, it needs some kind of a texture. I'm going to do one side with one. and one with the other. And I'll let you all tell me what you think I should do. Hopefully I won't get another recording done before then. But what I'll do, though, is I'll continue on building. We'll worry about the paint will be the last thing. This just to give you an idea, since I've had so many ask lately. So many questions about this build, and I don't like the way you did this, or why don't you do that? I figured I'd get this done today so you all could see an idea of where I was going with this thing and what it'll look like. So tell me there which side you like better. That's pretty slick and smooth over there. This is just a more textured look. Now, I'm sure there are other colors we could go with, like this. You know, something like that. But, and then the center part right here. Let's look at a color that we could do that. Maybe. Now that's ugly. Look good like that, you think? That almost doesn't look good with the lighting. That's almost why I had to put the lighting in, because you don't know until you do the lighting exactly what it's going to look like. You know, if it's going to be acceptable. If it's, you know, because it changes the color of everything when you turn the lights on. Let's see what the black looks like up there. Black's kind of slick looking, you know? I don't mind a solid color like that on a place. A little strip. Same thing there. We may end up just replacing that with glass. You know what I mean? So let me know. This might actually need to be a lighter. Wait a minute. Why is it different looking here than it is down there? That's all bulletproof glass, right? And it's all in the same location. Why does one look different than the other? I don't understand that, but yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think, and we'll adjust accordingly. I thank you for hanging out today, ladies and gentlemen. Extended episode, almost an hour and a half today. Believe that? But you have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located, and I will see you all tomorrow.